Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another tutorial for you guys. I want to play with some color today. I've done a lot of like neutral brown sort of looks recently and I kind of feel like going out of my comfort zone for a bit. I'm excited to see what we come up with. So as usual, we're going to prime our eyes and we're going to be using the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer to do that. So you're just popping it all over the lid. Doesn't have to be neat, just literally spread it all over the lid. And now we're just going to take our flat eyeshadow brush and we're just going to use this to spread the concealer all over the lid as well as carve out our eyebrows. So yeah, doing this is like just like another alternative if you don't have a eyelid primer. I personally have never owned an eye primer before. I really want to try out the P. Louise ones because they look amazing. So now I'm just going to go with my damp beauty blender and we're just going to blend all that concealer over the lid. Perfect, so our eyes are all concealed and now we're just going to set that concealer using a powder. Remember, this can be any powder, translucent, pressed powder. I just like to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit and I usually use this one here, but because I'm running out I'm just going to start dipping into this shade. Okay, our eyes are all primed. I am just going to go in with a crease blending brush and this is the XO Beauty one. I'm just going to take like a shade from my Orgy Palette. Just for my transition shade, I'm going to go with the shade Knee Pads. Focusing this more on like the crease area. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wing it out. I'm just going to take a fluffier blending brush. I should really clean mine, but YOLO. So just taking that shade Tahiti, we're just going to focus it just beneath the knee pads shade. Now I'm just going to go back in with that knee pads shade and I'm just going to buff out the edges a little bit more where we've placed the purple, just so you can see the transition between the brown and the purple. So I'm just going to go now with my Tulip Crease brush and this is by XO Beauty again, and we're going to go with the colour Grape. So I'm just going to go take the shade Blackberry and I'm going to be using like a slimmer blending brush and this is the Slim Crease brush by XO Beauty again. And we're just going to use this just to deepen up our crease area even more. Now what I'm doing is I'm kind of just taking the Blackberry shade and I'm just blending it downwards. Now we're going to deepen it even more, we're going to make it a bit more dramatic. We're now going to take the shade Black Beach. Kind of focusing this more on the end corner, but also popping it in like your crease area. We've got our Smokey situation going on here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and pop in with a purple glitter and I'm going to pop that all over our lid. When applying shimmer pigments, shimmer eyeshadows, I like to use a flat-headed eyeshadow brush. Spray it with some Urban Decay setting spray. So this is kind of like the situation we have going on with our eye. I quite like it, like it's different. I've never really done like a purple smoky eye before, so I love the contrast I've got going on. I'm going to take like a darker black shade and it's going to be the Lights Out. I'm going to use this pop on my crease area here, but also intensify just around here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to add like a little liner at the end here. So I'm just going to go in with the Rare Beauty liquid liner. Okay, so I've placed my eyeliner on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that black shade again. I'm actually going to start buffing it out. Now I'm just going to use my cotton bud and I'm just going to wipe away the excess. I'm going to go and take my Size Up mascara. Because this is quite thick and voluminous, you only need one coat in my opinion, and I'm just going to apply it to my top lashes. Mascara's done. Now we're going to add some lashes. Pop on the XO Beauty magnetic lashes and this is in the style Appeal. I love to use these ones when I'm doing like quite a dramatic intense look, and they're half cut so they kind of like add to the shape of how this look is, and I just think they'll go really well, so let's do it. So I'm just going to pop some XO Beauty magnetic liner just on the corner part since it's only a half lash. And remember, you have to apply at least 3 coats of the liner before putting your lashes on, and you got to make sure that they're completely dry between each coat as well. Oakley dokley. So we're just going to go and tack our left lash. I'm going to pop that on. Perfect, that's exactly what I want. So our first eye look is done. I'm going to turn my camera off, let the battery charge a bit, do my other eye, and then we can continue with the face. Okay, so foundation's all done. Moving on with our concealer, going back in with Best Skin Ever by Sephora, and just placing 2 dots underneath your eye area, chin, nose, and forehead. Concealer is done. Now I'm going to set my face using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. Honestly, I love this so much. Going with my Shein Powder Puff. We're just going to dip that into the product. So I got a bit too much on, but that's all good because I'm seeing my whole face. But just starting with my under eye area first, and then just kind of spreading it down. Honestly though, like my face looks like a filter. This powder is just so good. And then just pop some on our forehead just to set that area. Alright, I think our face is set and all good to go. We're going to do some contour, and I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm just going to take that middle shade just at the bottom there, just focusing it, see that, in that area here. And just the excess on our jawline. We're looking very sharp, we're looking very structured. And then what I like to do is, like, if I feel like I put a bit too much contour on, I just go in with my excess that's on my powder puff and just kind of like soften out the edges. I'm now just going to dip into my Bperfect Hoola bronzer in Caramel, and I'm just going to pat that just above the contour. Okay, looking very bronzy, very warmed up, which is good because I feel like this foundation is a little bit light for me, but then the other one's way too dark. So I'm going to add some blush. I'm going to go in with the Sephora powder blush, and this is in the shade Flirt It Up. These were actually going viral like a couple of weeks ago, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on them before I knew they were even viral. So I'm just going in with my blush brush. It's literally an angle brush, but it's a bit more like fluffier, not as dense, and I'm just going to pop that just over the cheekbone and blend and kind of bringing it upwards as well, like up here, side my face. I actually saw this trend on TikTok a couple of days ago, and it was like, if you don't bring the blush all the way underneath your eye, you're doing it wrong. Wasn't really a fan of that technique, if I'm gonna be honest. It kind of just like darkened that whole area up, and you know, I've already got a dark under eyes as it is. Awesome, blush is done. I'm happy with that. Because I've used the Huda foundation, the Huda Easy Bake Loose powder, it's only right to use the Huda Beauty Medium Glow Obsessions highlighter palette. That is the gorgeous packaging on the front, and these are what the colours look like. And I'm going to take the pinky sort of shade, so just that one there. Focus it just in like the centre of the cheekbone area. When it hits the light, it kind of has a bit of like a pinky sort of reflection to it, which is quite nice. Cupid's bow. The excess just on the forehead. Alright, so that's our highlighter done. I'm just going to smoke out just a little bit underneath my eye. Just going to clean up any excess that I don't want. And I'm going to add some lighter purple in the inner corner. As you can just see, it's kind of like brighten that inner area up a little bit. Because we have a very intense eye look, we're going to do nude lips. So I'm going to go in with the Mellow Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Ibiza. Take a pill in Ibiza. And just to intensify the lips just a little bit more, I'm going to go in with the Milk Lip Plumping Gloss. It comes in this little tube here. Actually quite a fun product though, like I quite like it. So within 10 minutes of applying the Lip Plumping Gloss, it actually like starts to like vibrate your lips and stuff. It just feels odd, but it goes away like after half an hour. So I'm just going to set my face quickly with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And now I'm just gonna go in and finish off my bottom lashes and we're done. We're diddly done. This is the completed makeup look. A purple smoky eye with a nice purple metallic on the lid and some glossy lips to top it off. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. Like I said, it's been a while since I played with colour and I kind of wanted to do a more creative look today. Also guys, just want to put it out there, if you ever recreate any of the looks that I do on my tutorials, go hard and tag me in them. I would love to see you guys' recreations. Keep my Instagram down in the description below. Check me out, give me a follow as well if you like. Don't have to, but because you're already there, may as well. Thank you guys so much and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!